What is the correct way to approach a guy? Honestly and with words. Assume he's a complete moron that has zero situational awareness and won't pick up on your subtle hints. Don't make any sudden movements and don't stand behind him, he could kick. Find one thing about his appearance you can compliment him on. He will remember that forever. Start by giving him a smile from age-safe distance. You don't want to startle him. If he responds positively, then slowly walk toward him. No sudden movements. He might get nervous now and can run off. If he doesn't, then calmly say hi and give him a compliment. One thing about the creature is that compliment can be completely fake or untrue. He doesn't care as long as it is delivered well with a smile. This should do it. Now he'll remember it for his whole life. Smile. Shake your butt. To show you're friendly, bonus points if you bring a big stick. Guys love it when you're ready to play with a stick. Just be yourself and talk to them. There's no advice that'll make it less difficult and anxiety-inducing, so just do it. Say hi and tell him what you want. I can be sure that most men don't even think too much or have conspiracy theories each time a girl approach him. Just go straight to him and say what you want/need. Don't give false alarm and don't play hide and seek. Just be crystal clear. As a guy, I think that simple things like when a girl just smiles when she approaches me or while she talks to me can already be very effective. Just introduce yourself, ask him out explicitly, no hints or at least no thinking that hints will do the trick. One girl's flirting is another girl's habit, so most guys would rather think they mean nothing and not risk misinterpreting these things that would make them look weird at the moment. There was this girl one time, didn't know her super well, but when hanging out with friends I'd sometimes see her. When seeing her, she would always walk up to me and give a big hug. When she wanted to go somewhere, she grabbed my hand and took me alongside her. If I was talking to someone else, she'd sometimes stand next to me and move an arm around my chest or waist, move her hand along my back, or give me a massage. She asked me to dance with her even though I'm a terrible dancer and some of my friends are talented at dancing. I thought she might be interested in me and told my friends about it all, and they said it literally means nothing. Then I asked her about it and she said she wasn't looking for any kind of relationship with me and that she just thought I was a cool guy. So yeah, when a guy experiences something like that, you could literally have sex with him and he'd think nothing of it as long as you don't say you want to go on a date. I'm a fan of when a woman walks up to me and says hi. That's about as deep and strategic as you need to be for any of us. And it is actually pretty nice to not have to be the one to do the brave bit now and then. Smear some peanut butter on your open palm. Slowly hold out your hand, keeping it stretched as far out from you as possible, and make gentle beckoning motions with your fingers. Finally, make soft clicking noises with your tongue to get their attention. Let them come to you. This is coming from the perspective of a guy. I'll tell you right now that just walking up and saying hi is an excellent opener. Keep in mind that a simple compliment will go a long, long way. Also, no hints. I realized that there were a fair bunch of girls who liked me in high school, but I am the most oblivious man on earth. As it turns out, my first girlfriend took it upon herself to make the first moves. She's the one who introduced herself first, she's the one who grabbed my hand, and she's the one who initially leaned in for the first kiss. I will give you real advice that no one else here is seeming to give. On a whole, women don't generally approach men for various reasons, and I understand why you might not want to. For me, if I catch you looking at me a lot, that is a hint. I call it eye tag. After enough eye tag, I will eventually look at them when they look at me. If I get a smile after all the eye tag, I go in for the approach. When you're talking to men, touching is a great indicator that you are flirting. I have a bicep tattoo, so usually women will take the liberty of lifting my sleeve up to look at and touch it. Otherwise, go for play touching. Like he makes a joke, you play slap his shoulder. Getting in close, not like a kiss or close enough where I can smell your breath, but close enough that his breaks personal space boundary, is another well-known sign we pick up on. Honestly, just watch other girls. I figured it out by observation. One thing I think girls do wrong when approaching guys is that instead of asking the guy out, they create an opportunity for the guy to make a move and ask her out, which in my experience I don't notice until later, or I convince myself wasn't actually what it was. Yay, poor self-confidence. Men are not good at hints, so don't use a lot of them. Talk to him, be yourself, look in his eyes and smile for a good 5 seconds and then give him a compliment. That's how my now wife did to me 3 years ago. I just instantly fall in love with her and we kissed after 2 hours of knowing each other. I love her. Well, if you're asking this because you're insecure about how you should do it, let me tell you a little secret almost every guy have. If he isn't a DiCaprio and you're not a Mordor creature, you can be almost 85% sure that he wouldn't say no. Caution: don't even try if he has a girlfriend. Ultra caution: make sure he is not gay or an asshole. A research made in I don't remember said that girls have an 85% of success rate against the 55% of men, so you have the statistics on your side. Then, about the way you should do it. I think talking straight is the best thing. It can be really hard, but is the easiest way to have an immediate answer. I'm thinking of doing the same with a girl I like, but I'm very insecure too, so I know what may be going through your mind. Buena suerte, the Spanish guy te apoya. Walk slowly but surely up, arms out. Say wo a dare. Move closer, offer them a sugar cube. Men love sugar cubes. No sudden movements, men are skittish. Be sure to slowly approach in full view and not in a blind spot. Be direct and state clearly what you want. From my experience, guys don't understand any hints. You literally have to say something along the lines of, I think you're really attractive and I want your number, for them to get what's happening. Just commit and go for it. Speaking personally as a guy, I would love it if a girl just came up to me and spoke to me honestly about her feelings instead of dropping subtle clues that most guys won't pick up on, expecting us to be Columbo or some shit like that. I would say the best thing you could do is talk to him honestly with no reservations. Lay all your chips on the table. As in, what for? I'm a single guy sample, so take advice with a grain of salt. If you want just to ask something, just do it. Most people won't mind. If you're a female who wants to see if he's interested, just start a conversation about whatever. Most of us will be into it. If you're a male, make sure the other guy has at least shown some signs he might be into guys, as a few take offense for some reason. Wear a t-shirt saying it's not a prank and explain to him like you would to a toddler that you are interested. As a guy, I have been on the end of blissful unawareness that I had a friend come to me and say that the other person was interested and they weren't joking. Quietly and calmly, keep your palms face up and open in a non-threatening manner. Make gentle ticking noises with your tongue to pique his attention. As you get closer, throw a burger out for him. Whilst he's eating that, seal him off with a beer. As he's sedated, you can gently approach from the side and pet the back of his right ear. Keep your other hand out in front of him, still palm up. This will show him you're not a danger and he will start to relax. Once he lets his guard down, quickly throw a choker chain over his head and drag him off for your keeping. You may need up to 24 beers to sedate him, so be well stocked. Once you've captured him, keep him fed on HSPs, kebabs, pizza, burgers, chips and beer. Your newly caught male should live for a solid 25 to 30 years, so be prepared. These area for life pet, not just a 1 or 2 year thing. Literally go up to him. If you start a conversation with a guy, he'll want to keep it going. Also, ask them to do a favor. There's a psychological effect in doing a favor for someone that makes a person want to do more favors and subconsciously like the person they're doing favors for. It's a little cheaty, but hey, science. Your newly caught male should live for a solid 25 to 30 years, so be prepared. These area for life pet, not just a 1 or 2 year thing. A basic guidebook. If you are not friends already, befriend him. It's a skill almost everybody learned by the time they were 5 to 7 years old. Smile after hanging out for a few months, then ask him where he would take you on a first date. If you are already friends, be open about your feelings and ask him where he'd take you on a first date. Emotional intimacy may be more difficult to produce over time, but it is more satisfying long-term than physical intimacy and won't cheapen the relationship. At least from my point of view. No prejudice or malice here, okay? Have fun and don't make things complicated. Why add drama when you can simply enjoy the other person for who they are? Smile. P.S. I looked at your profile, and I believe you judge yourself too harshly. You're not pathetic, miss. You're unique and you've got a good head on your shoulders. Depending on your goals. If you are looking towards a long-term relationship, honest compliment and brutal honesty overall, postponing sex-related topics. Be open about yourself and your preferences. Try to find something gender-neutral to do together, suggest it openly. Don't be offended by a direct no. It is not because a guy does not like you, you probably just hit a personal space. Respecting no from a person will win you a huge pile of points. You can honestly say that you just want to spend time together and you are open towards any suggestions. If you will happen to lend a hand in something, propose, respect the answer. Be curious, but don't fake it. If he will happen to talk 15 minutes straight about his hobby and you find yourself loving the way he tells, ask him to show it to you sometime, and basically that's a date. Meanwhile, you will have a time to decide if it is the thing you were looking for. If you are looking towards a quick hookup, compliment achievement and appearance, suggest a sexual topic and look for a spark in his eyes. If you see it, go for touch, and then openly say about your intentions. A guy might be indecisive, let him decide for a bit while maintaining overall hot attitude. It will win you some points for compassion. Don't take a no as an offense, state that you respect it, but you are open towards further development. Guy may decide a yes after mere 15 minutes, weighing everything another time from the point of being in control, and probably say yes later that evening.